Today I'm joined by sisters Megan and Maia, and you guys have actually represented your country, the Seychelles, in swimming. So first of all, welcome. And how does it sound hearing that you've represented your country?
I mean, honestly, when I first realized I was going to, it's really shocking. Like, I wasn't expecting it.
Okay,
And then they're like, you qualified, and they're asking if you wanted to join, which was really cool.
nice. So we'll hear from Maia in a moment as well. Before we get into the details of your amazing experience back in September, why don't we take a step back a couple of months? And I believe you both went to nationals in July. Yeah. So what was that experience like?
So that experience was like pretty like good because we just started training with the clubs called Aquafins.
Okay, so you linked up with them.
Yeah.
Had you guys been to the Seychelles many times before?
Yeah. We never really trained there.
Okay, and then at nationals, how did that go?
For me, it went really well. I got some PBs, lots of PBs, learned some from mistakes, and was actually able to qualify from Canada from the results I got from nationals.
Nice. What about you, Maya? How did you
So
qualify?
I did also really good, and in Canada I qualified for the 200 breaststroke, which also made me qualify for other events. Because once you qualify for one or two events, you can do a lot of other.
So Kana, I believe, is at the federation for the Southern African, or is it generally the whole of African swimming?
The whole of African, but there's like different zones.
Zones. Okay, so you guys are in zone 4, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get to that next. So the event itself was actually in Eswatini. So that was the African Aquatics Zone 4 Championships. So for those who need to brush up on their Southern African geography, Eswatini is a very small country which used to be called Swaziland until 2018. I did my research. I've actually been. I went to Swaziland when I was probably your age. So it's also contained within South Africa and sort of borders Mozambique as well. Did you guys know anything about Eswatini before you went there? Not really, no. Yeah. So what did your travel itinerary look like? Where did you fly into?
So we flew into from Seychelles. We flew to Johannesburg.
Okay.
And then from Johannesburg, we took like the little jets to Eswatini.
Little jets, okay. So the event brought together swimmers from 12 countries, I believe, and included both pool swimming and open water races. So what was it like seeing swimmers from other, from so many other countries, and where were the strongest competitors generally from?
The strongest competitors was South Africa, definitely. Okay.
Namibia. Yeah.
I never knew how to say it.
Okay.
Mozambique was also really strong, and it was kind of nice to see other countries. For like Seychelles, for example, I wouldn't say we're friends, but we're kind of like closer with Mauritius and Madagascar because they speak French.
Okay.
So we met a lot of the other swimmers from past competitions that they came to in Seychelles, because there was another one called Seychelles, where other countries would come.
So you guys have competed in Seychelles before?
No, but we watched it, and we saw some of the people there again.
And then now you were competing with or against them. Awesome, nice. So what were the facilities like? I mean, obviously Eswatini is a very developing country, but I've seen some photos and look pretty cool. So you were swimming at Njabulweni Primary School, I believe. Yes. Yeah. That was the pool races, and then of course, did you both compete in open water or just you?
I wasn't allowed to because they only did, I think, 13 over, and then I'm 12, so
right.
she only competed.
So Megan will tell us about your experience later. Yeah. You were racing in a dam, I believe. I'm assuming the water was a bit chilly.
It's really cool.
Really cool.
Yeah. I think I have a photo. After the race,
you were blue.
I couldn't feel anything. I just like dropped, and they had to put like a metal cover over me and oxygen.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking.
Oh, that's nasty. Okay.
Yeah.
So technically it was probably a wetsuit race, but there was no one wearing wetsuits. Did others wear wetsuits?
Like other countries that were prepared, because we had the choice when we arrived. They were like asking us who wanted to do it. Like, it only told us when we arrived in Eswatini.
So the open water, let's just get that out the way now. So the open water was 1 kilometer or something?
Yeah, I did 1 kilometer.
Okay, 1 kilometer, and you were frozen for the entire kilometer, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So well done on that. So what about the experiences in the pool races? Why did we just get into that? Just let us know sort of what events you competed in, what experiences you had, any highlights.
Well, we came 2 weeks earlier to get used to the difference in altitude because it's very high, lots of mountaineering. And I'm actually glad we did that because I realized when other people started competing, other countries that came like 2 days before, lots of them fainted after the race.
Wow.
Because they weren't used to the altitude. But I think because of how we were very prepared, it was very fun. I liked competing. It was like nice meeting other people from other countries and their experience. Some others were also their first time. Some they're like fourth or fifth.
I think you competed in loads of races. Yes. Maybe just quickly list them for us, or most of them.
50 free, 100 free, 50 back, 100 back, 200 back, 50 breast, 100 breast, 200 breast, and 200 IM.
Oh my goodness. So how many days of racing were there actually?
4 days.
So you were racing every day?
Nearly, yeah.
Okay. What was your best result?
I was really happy with my 100 best results. I dropped nearly, I think, 6 seconds from my previous time.
Now, 123, that is Megan Mustache, finishing strong from Seychelles.
All right, let's move over to Maya. How did your races go? Which races did you compete in?
My races went really well. I did the 50 free, the 100 free, the 50 breast, 100 breast, 200 breast, the 50 backstroke, the 50 butterfly, and then the 20 iron.
So what are your highlights and best results?
So I think my best result was probably from my 100 free. It's because I just felt like I dived in and then I just really felt like I knew I was gonna do PB, and then I did. And also my 50 breaststroke because also it was my first race, and then I was a bit scared because it was the first time there and first time diving and everything. But I dived in and I also got like a really good PB and maybe broke like 4 seconds of my time.
Nice.
Seychelles Mustache, Maia Mustache from Seychelles.
So you had a 5th place. Was that the highest place?
I don't really talk about the 200 IM that much because I don't really specialize in IM.
Okay.
Because I'm not that good at fly. But I got third in the 200 IM.
Nice.
And I also got a PB in that race. 2 minute 49.
Okay, so you felt inspired somehow to.
Yeah, I remember because there's different heats.
Yeah.
Like the first heat went and I was finished and I was coming back and I was sitting down because this was the last day and I was expecting to win because past 3 days didn't get any medals. So I was watching the last heat and then I realized that there's a girl getting close to my time and she touched 0.2 milliseconds after me.
Wow.
So then I got third and I was like really happy and like jumping around with my friend.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Maya, best position?
I think my best position was probably fourth or fifth.
Okay.
And it was in the 50 best.
Nice. And do you see you guys, in terms of the future, do you see this happening again or a similar kind of representing Seychelles, or this is a one-off, or how does it look?
I feel like I'll do it again, especially because in my age group, there's not really much girls that swim for Seychelles. So I probably think I'm going to do it again, but I just have to train harder and get more PB so I can qualify.
And do you want to do it again, Megan?
Yeah, I think I'd love to.
Oh, great. And so you're under 14 now, you're under 12 now.
Yeah.
Next year would be...
So I'll be in the same age group.
Is this an annual or like...
It's annual, so okay. There should be one again this year.
Do you know the location?
Botswana.
Botswana, okay. Oh, I love Botswana, one of my favorite countries. Okay, so let's look at some of your typical training in a week. What does a week look like for you girls at this stage?
I train around six times a week or 5 times a week, depending if I have work to do at school.
Okay.
And I train for 3 hours or 2 to 3 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'll do either an hour of dryland or a quick dryland. And yeah.
Okay, and this is with fourth lane?
Fourth lane, yeah.
Okay, and you together or you train at different places?
So Megan's in a group higher than me, which like with the older kids, I think 13 and above, and I'm with people like my age, like 10, 11. And I also swim 6 times a week, maybe 5. And we also do different like strength work, different running around, not running around, but like running work, just to get our bones stronger for the water.
Okay, nice. So being in an IB school, of course, ATLs and learner profile is always part of everything, really. So in terms of the crossover or the transfer from swimming to school or school to swimming, any skills or learner profile traits that jump out at you?
Probably self-management skill, of course, to manage my time and also with swimming, with competitions and everything.
Okay.
I think being like principled and like following rules, especially because you need to listen a lot in swimming because you can't do it out yourself because it's a risk, as well as in school.
Okay, so being a risk taker, I guess,
Yeah.
as well. So let's do some rapid fire questions. So you're gonna have to pass the microphone between each other to answer. So first one, ready? So we'll start with Maya then, and then we'll pass. So what's your favorite stroke?
Breaststroke. I'm also breaststroke.
Okay, so now you do the next one. So otherwise you get more thinking time every time. Right. Favorite subject at school?
PE. ILS.
Okay. Pool or open water swimming?
Pool. Pool.
Especially if it's not freezing.
I hate open water.
Okay, sprint race or longer distance?
Sprint. Sprint also.
Define for me what a sprint race is.
So sprint would be like a 50-meter, 100-meter. Some people consider 400 middle, but in my opinion, I consider it long distance. There's like 400, 800, 1,500. Those I'd say are long distance, and then 200 like middle distance.
Okay. Do you prefer relay or individual races?
Individual races.
Okay.
I like relays. I like relays because like the pressure, like to know that there are other people, it just drives you more motivation. I get more PBs when I'm in relays rather than I'm individual because I'm like, this is not only for me, this is for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you feel the vibe of the team.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So this is a funny question. So nerves before a race, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most nervous.
I'd say 9.
Okay, so you're nervous, Nancy?
I get really nervous, but then I realize it's not that bad.
And once you get going,
it's good.
Yeah, get your body moving. What about you, Maya?
Sometimes it depends on like the type of race I'm doing, but mostly like maybe like a 6 or 7.
6, 7, 6
No,
or 7.
no, actually like 6.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go.
I mean, I like to share the fact that all the countries were in the same area. So above us, Zambia would be us, and then down the corner, South Africa, and then you just hear them in the middle of the night, or like in the morning, they just walk by. They'd come join us play Uno or dominoes. Then we'd go upstairs, and you'd see them playing like football in the corridor, and you'd join them. Like it was very lively and fun to be around others.
Okay, I mean that's amazing. Otherwise, what's the point? You're just gonna rock up there and be all serious. Okay, anything to add, Maya? Are you all good?
Yeah, it was also like really just fun experience also being with like different countries because they were like all nice to you, so they will talk to you and you could just make new friends and maybe you'll see them like next year if you go to Canada.
Amazing. Well, Maya and Megan, thank you so much for sharing your experiences. It's great to hear not just about the races, but also about what representing your country feels like. So thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.